First of all, I'd like to say thank you, Jen Jensen, for the idea of Shin Yodama. Shin Yodama, 3021 January to 3073, age 52 years, was born in Marfik and was an officer with the Draconis Combine mustard soldiery. Early life. Orphaned during the Lyran Commonwealth invasion of Marfik during the Fourth Succession Wars, Yodama was adopted by Kurita guerrillas, and after taking part in several operations, he was later recruited into the Kurukuri Yakuza family. Ronin War of 3039. At age 18, Yodama joined the DCMS in service to House Kurita. He distinguished himself in the Ronin War, destroying several rebel mechs on Nija. He later served in the War of 3039. Early clan invasion. Yodama truly distinguished himself on Turtle Bay with the 14th Legion of Vega. When Clan Smoke Jaguar invaded the planet, they easily dispatched the defenders. Yodama's mech was destroyed by elementals, though he managed to kill one of them and reconnect with local Yakuza resistance. Upon learning that the Jaguars were holding Hohiro Kurita prisoner, Yodama and his confederates organized an escape and managed to get off planet, returning the heir of the dragon to his father, Theodore Kurita. Yodama was promoted and honored by Theodore, and along with Hohiro, he successfully planned and executed the Battle of Wolcott, where the Jaguars tasted defeat for the first time. Battle of Luthien. Yodama later served at the Battle of Luthien as Theodore's liaison officer to coordinator Takahashi Kurita himself. Despite the coordinator's curses and demands, Yodama was successful in keeping the Dragon's Claws units reeled in until the time came to strike at the Novacat lines. Later career. Yodama was commander of the Inzangi Warriors, the coordinator's bodyguard unit. In 3054, when separate assassination attempts were made against Takahashi at the same time by Michi Nakusana and Ninyu, respectively. Though not explicitly stated, it is suggested that Yodama was kept busy while this was going on by some distractions arranged by the ISF. There is no indication Yodama was actually punished for these events. During Operation Bulldog in 3058, Yodama was still commander of the Zengi Warriors and headed a task force that included the 8th Sword of Light and the Com Guard 66th Division, and struck at the worlds of Tenati, Dezero, and Alder Volta. At the Battle of Alder Volta, their opponents were the remains of the Smoke Jaguars Beta Galaxy Command Trinary, and the remains of the 1st Jaguar Guards. Honoring his opponents by using clan single combat rules, Yodama's and Ziggy's routed their clan opponents. During the Ronin War, Yodama piloted a Panther. He spent most of the career using a Phoenix Hawk, though he seems to have switched to a Griffen by 3055. During Operation Bulldog, he used a Dragonfire. Now, I couldn't get the Dragonfire because it doesn't really exist, so I went with the other three, and you'll see those in the next part of it, so thank you. And welcome back, everybody. This is Old Bob 10025 with Shin Yodama's Panther in the Ronin War of 3039, and basically what a mech this is. On this mech, it does have a large laser and an SM4. Let me get to Mech Lab here. I'm reading off from tech specs here. Okay, so on this mech, it does have a large laser and an SM4, and that's pretty much about it. So a 17 firepower, 1.51 heat management, and then basically the speed is only at like 89, so it does run like a slug comparing to other type of light mechs. But one thing that I did have to do for lore builds, I had to make it exactly to a lore build. Now, of course, Shin Yodama during the Ronin War doesn't specifically say what type of Panther, unfortunately. So I kind of have to fib a little bit, like I said, like in the rest of them. I have to fib a little bit to figure out what type or what would they actually go ahead and pilot. And so this is one of them, which will be the Panther 8Z, and it worked out pretty well. I mean, I liked it. Wasn't the best in the world as far as like design-wise. I'll design a little bit differently, but that's just me. But I mean, for 3025 technology and everything else. Now, according to lore, it does have two jump jets on the left leg, 2 jump jets in the right leg. The ammo location for the SRM is in the left torso, and then the standard heat sinks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me check that and see if that's lore-ish. Heat sinks does have 14, so it has 15 now. No, 3. Oh wow, okay. So it does not have the right amount of heatsink, so that's okay. But when you bring a game from the board game into the video game, you have to fib a little bit and do different types of things. So this would be Shin Yodama's. Sorry about that. Shin Yodama's Panther from the Ronin War 3039. So I mean, I liked it. It wasn't too bad. Like I said, I would definitely rearrange some things. But I did like how they gave like a quirk armor bonus there, and then the right torso, left torso, then the left arm got a quirk bonus. So everything got a quirk bonus. So the Panther is a better mech now. Now, normally what a lot of people do is either fit 2 ER PPCs in the right arm if they can, and definitely get XL like engine so you're sort of able to. And then basically, obviously, double heat sinks like Endo Steel, if you can't fiber fibrous. Don't really need Artemis per se, but I mean, you could fit know that SM4 have 2 SM4s, 1 ER PPC will be kind of nice as well too. But check out the gameplay, and then after that, I do have the Phoenix Hawk that he piloted up from the Ronin War until he got his Griffen at 3055. So the Phoenix Hawk is actually going to be 3025 technology up to 3049 when actually he got the other different mech, which would be the Griffen. Now I had to fib on the Griffen a little bit and got him a 3M. Which is 3050 technology, which is fine because that's when he piloted up to at 3055. So figure basically between 3049 to 3055, he would actually get all this new technology for being the badass that this guy is. So sit back, relax, enjoy the footage, and I definitely appreciate you guys like watching. Thank you, and I will see you on the battlefield.
Advise maybe trying to back up.
New target acquired.
I think there's going to be like 1 or 2 coming through D5 soon.
Well, I am a 300 meter and under mech, so there's nothing I can do for a while. I just didn't want to leave you over there by yourself, man.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Don't go too fast for the Atlas and the Kodiak back in Bravo 4, guys. You're gonna leave us behind where you're doing 2 tons.
At least you're moving shoulder to shoulder, but yeah, getting burnt here.
Yeah, me too. I'm the Kodiak, and we're kind of hung out to dry here, so.
I'm sticking with you.
Alright, sounds good.
Yeah, fatties move up from B4 to C3.
Oh, trust me, we're trying, but we're only moving at 40 mile an hour, man.
Fuel at 25%.
Oh, well, I mean, that seems to be a personal problem.
Fuel at 0%.
Yeah, well, I make 50, but it is a personal problem.
Thankfully, they didn't
Yeah,
push.
that's almost done for. Call next target.
Activated.
Alright, we're going to have Storm Crows coming up to Charlie 5 shortly.
Airstrike activated.
Echo
New
Stalker.
target acquired.
Yeah, Shrams, be careful.
Yeah, focus Echo.
Target destroyed.
Thank you for dropping down the hill. What a turd! Who in the hell in the stalker wants to kiss an Atlas? Apparently that guy. You guys ready for me to move into D4 now that I finally made it here?
Stop talking and do it.
Fuel
Already
at
on it.
25%. Fuel at 0%.
We're down 3, you better push.
We got 3 or 4 guys in Bravo 4 that are pushing on me.
Down. I like to talk so people do it with me.
I think we're pushing up D4 now.
Torso critical damage. Target acquired.
Alright.
Yeah, I got killed by the push from Bravo 4.
Push up. Go, go.
I did my fair share though, so I hope you guys would.
At 25%. Target destroyed. Center torso critical.
We've lost half our force. We can't lose any more soldiers.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Obot 10025 with Shin Yodama's Phoenix Hawk, the one he piloted up to 3055 when he actually had his Griffen. Well, actually probably 3049 because Earthworks actually remade the Griffen, the 3M. So I'm figuring, according to lore, it will be 3049 when he actually switched to the Griffen. But this is like up from the Ronin War from 39 up to when he got the Griffen about 49. I would say. Of course, this is just speculation as far as what he would pilot, but got the really cool looking Draconis Combine thing. I mean, it looks absolutely spectacular. I mean, I think this is one of the coolest ones, to tell you the truth. The coolest ones they have for paint jobs. The dragon going up the leg and then the top part, that just looks awesome. I mean, you got to admit that. Come on, guys. So I want to get the lore as much as possible. So it does not have anything, a standard engine 270. Two machine guns, one each arm, and a large laser and 2 medium lasers with 4 jump jets. Now, according to lore, I believe it has 8. I'm sorry, it has like 8. And so I couldn't get that because, according to lore, for the Phoenix Hawk 1, I assume it's Phoenix Hawk 1. They don't really go into much detail, so I pretty much made it into the Phoenix Hawk 1 according to when the manufacturer dates were at that time for what this is. So, standard engine 270, 1 ton of ammo for that, and 4 jump jets, and worked out pretty well. 1.11 for the heat management. Was a little bit heavy on heat. Well, actually, I lied, actually. And then 28 firepower wasn't too good. I mean, the Griffen you'll see in the next clip had only like 35. So I think I did more damage with the Griffen than I actually did with this one, but still, it's a pretty good mech. I like the Griffins, actually. For 45-ton mech, not too bad. Speed 97, jumps 46, standard engine 270. So it worked out. And like I said, basically, couldn't really. I think up here I had radar derp, and then 2 other ones here. I think is like medium laser cooldown and machine gun range. So I had those 2 in there, but I took them out to go do something else on a different type of mech. But I mean, overall though, I mean, it's okay. It's not that bad. Obviously, people would want to go and modify this, put XL like in there, obviously for a light mech. And then change this out to ERPPC, maybe even have a large pulse laser or something. Just all depends what you guys want to do. But this is a lore build, and I have to do them according to what lore is, and which is hard to do to tell you the truth. But check out the clip of the Phoenix Hawk being played, and I won't do the walking Battletech simulator, so I'll get to the good points like on that. And let's check out the camo spec here. As I showed you like before, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I just cannot believe how cool that is. Now you could change it out to like white or something like that if you wanted to. Here, change out the red to white. Now let's change out the white to red. Actually, just gorgeous. I mean, just absolutely. What they did to that. Now you do a red. I think that look kind of cool. Or orange. Ooh, orange look nice. Sorry, I'm just oozing there. Ooh, look at that. But I do like the white and black though. Okay, so I'll probably switch it out to white again. So this design does cost 180, well, not 150 for the design, just exactly for the Phoenix Hawk 1. So I will keep it for it. But check out the clip, and next after that will be the Griffen.
Move here. Move here. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Low. You can add that
Target
counterclockwise.
Everything I have is counterclockwise.
New target acquired.
Do we have any visual over there?
New
Are they on
target
Gamma 6
acquired.
and Fox 6, I'm assuming?
Gold 6.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all behind us now in G7.
Okay, so, okay, cool. Can you be able to catch a slower assault on the rear end? Like the King Crab took a Gamma?
Artillery strike activated. New target acquired. Target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired.
Not get too split up now.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Right torso critical damage. New target acquired.
We're experiencing some losses. Don't get sloppy out there.
UAV activated. New target acquired.
25% of the enemies are eliminated.
New target acquired. Right torso destroyed. Right arm destroyed. Medium laser destroyed. Large laser destroyed. Machine gun destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Center torso critical damage.
The enemies are half depleted. Keep pushing.
New target acquired. New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Clean up the
New
survivors.
target acquired. Target destroyed.
Shin Yodama, basically by 3055, actually switched to a Griffen. So basically, this is what it doesn't exactly say what type of Griffen, So I went with the 3055 or 3050 version of the Griffen at that time, which is the 3M. It's the only one really they had for MechWarrior Online. So let's go to MechLab here. And don't mind this. This is my own little thing. I'll go through the camo scheme itself. I just didn't have enough MC to get the camo stuff there. So they did an exact perfect job what a 3M would be on a 3050. So that's really good. With the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different jump jets, a XL275 with a ERPPC, and looks like 12 heat sinks. So no, actually 13. I'm sorry. It does say, I believe, 14, I think, but I'll have to double check on it, with the 2 LRM rounds here for the LRM 20. So it worked out pretty well. I got 366 damage with it. You'll see in the gameplay like after this one. But overall, I have to say, it's not a bad build. Now, it didn't have the Fear of Fiber, so the End of Steel, you could put that on, but of course, this is a lore build, so I don't get to do anything with the lore builds that I can't do normally through the lore like itself. So, unfortunately, though, I have to get Radar Derp, LRM-20 cooldown SRM, or a small laser like cooldown, and then improve airstrike. This does not exist in the lore. And I would think, well, the Creed will probably have these two here with the UAV and the airstrikes, but wouldn't have the cooldown systems here or the radar derp. So that's just what a MechWarrior thing is. I kind of have to get it towards the lore itself. But I mean, overall, I mean, a 33 firepower, not too bad. Just got to really watch it. 81 speed kind of sucks, but it's there. 1.47 heat management, not too bad. And it worked out good. You know, as you saw, I think I shut down once in the game. That should go and see itself. So small laser to really do diddly quat against the Thunderbolt I was fighting. But overall, though, I did damage the Thunderbolt pretty well, even with the ERPPC, which only does 10 points of damage. But it worked out pretty nice. I mean, 13 points of damage on the Alpha Strike with that. And, you know, once you use this, you're kind of only stuck with the ERPPC and the small laser, so you're SOL, so you really have to watch your shots. And I think what happened was the guy was hiding behind the Conquest station, so I didn't really get a good shot on him, so all my shots were kind of missing there. But overall, nice. XL275. Nothing there except for double heatsink. So this is a lore build. This is what the lore build would be for the 3M at the time. And like I said, I have to do exactly like what it is. And I do appreciate you guys watching. Check out the gameplay like for the Griffen. And I will see you on the battlefield.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Kappa is under enemy control.
Airstrike online.
Theta is controlled
LRM
by the
ammo
enemy.
at 25%. Target destroyed. New target acquired. New target acquired. Left arm critical damage. Level critical. New target acquired. Target acquired.
Command confirming that we have possession of Kappa.
LRM ammo depleted.
The enemy is at 25%. Target spotted.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
We've already gained a quarter of the
Fuel
resources.
at
Keep it up.
25%. Fuel at 0%. Fuel at 25%. New target acquired. New target acquired.
Hostiles have collected 50% of their resources. Capture resource points from them to stop the bleeding.
New target acquired.
I'm down by,
We have gained Epsilon.
New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired.
Enemy forces have Sigma. Halfway to
Fuel
victory.
at
We need to keep
25%.
holding on to our
Fuel
resource
at
points.
0%. Target acquired. New target acquired.
They're almost there. Stop them at all costs.
Warning incoming missile. Heat level critical. Left arm destroyed. Heat level critical. Target destroyed. Heat level critical.
it takes those resources, guys. Sigma and Gamma. It takes those resources.
Almost there. One final push. We've gathered enough resources. This triumph will provide us
Good
huge
game.
tactical benefits.
Oh, not bad. 366. Not a bad mech. 366 damage, 343. Not bad. 2 kills. Although the last one was definitely a just an easy kill. I can one-shot him. But, I mean, overall, I have to say, 3M's pretty good. Pretty good little lore mech. So, wow. Let's see what I got here. 1,620, although this is my second game with this one, so I didn't get the first time bonus. First time bonus, I really sucked on that one. Get the premium time, I did get that one, so that wasn't too bad. Premium time bonus definitely helps if you guys do have that. And 333,207, so not bad. I liked it. It was, I'm not usually pretty good with PPC, so that was just a quirk on that one. But